brought us here as a company of people. We spent all summer in the parks throughout the city singing and declaring God's love throughout the city, and then God landed us here. And we had a tremendous guest speaker come and join us, really a prophet, last Friday, and he made some really big prophetic declarations over this house, weighty, big things that were just like, what? You're kind of like when he releases and said, there's going to be a movement out of this house that is not only going to impact this city and this state and the region, but the nation. The nation. And I don't know about you, but me, I'm like, really, God, are you sure about this? Yeah, sure you got the right people? He said, yeah, because you're going for it. Your heart's on fire. You love me. It's that simple. Just keep going for it. Just keep going for it. Just let me do the work in you. Just believe me and get out of the box of religion, and let's do this thing. So he wants to deeply put it inside of us that he's got this. And I just wanted to celebrate. We didn't get a chance to last Sunday because I think last Sunday, it was right after Friday, and we were all, everyone worked so well together, and we really hosted a beautiful event. So let's just give it up for everyone did such a good job and really did a wonderful, and our staff, can you, Jason and Hannah and Marjorie and Bethany, and we just have an amazing staff. Can we just say yes and thank us? We had 3 weeks. Come on, we had 3 weeks. If you saw this place, it was like no drywall, no mud. It was like 3 weeks to get this room ready. And man, it's supernatural. We just said, we're going for it. God, you said it. It's going to happen one way or another. And he just did it. He just did it. It was amazing. So we want to show a few slides quick, if you can put them up there on the renovation. They're ready? They're ready? The renovation, there's some on that. I just want to, so this is what the room looked like about 3 weeks ago, and people working on it. So there's no drywall up there, and the whole room was, in fact, needed to be cleared out. It was full of wire and walls and, everything that came down. So they're working on it. And who's that again? That's Carlos and Caesar. Are they here at all? Where? Caesar. He gave his life to Jesus. He received Jesus as he was doing the mudding and taping. And it's crazy cool stuff that's happening with him. God, everyone around his life is like, what happened to Caesar? He looks so different, and things are going. Those doors were put in. They needed to be hung. There's Jim working, and everyone came. There's so many people that came and just helped with every part of it. And so not only in 3 weeks did we have to have the job complete, but we needed resources we didn't have. And God said, go. God said, go forth and go for it, because I'm going to provide. So it was faith to say that not only the people resources, but the financial resources would be here. In that time, there's Rebecca praising Jesus. She came in off the street, says, I'm supposed to just come and help. What can I do? The stage went up, and everyone working so hard. So let's celebrate that. I just wanted to celebrate that. That was 3 weeks of God. There's Tony getting up there and going for it. So it's really good. Now we just want to show a little bit. It's on Facebook, Global Presence Ministry Facebook. We have a few really stunning photographs from the event. And the best way to impart or show what God did really is photographs, isn't it? So much can be done through photographs and showing. Can you get them up there? Are they ready to go? Okay. So much. That's what it looked like before we started filling it. So that's the stage complete, and the volunteers getting ready to receive people in the region and stuff. So we had everyone kind of ready to go and working together and praying and preparing our hearts and the space for hosting. And over 550 people packed this place from all over the region. We started off with trumpets, and it was such an amazing, little breakdancing broke out. It's little breakdancing, really fun. He's from Reinhard Bonnke's ministry. And so we had lots of celebration going forth. It was a supercharged evening, and God was just showing up so powerfully. There was over 90 leaders here from the region, over 90 leaders from all over, and saying, yes, we believe Madison is a significant city for the move of God. So we love facilitating children in worship and people's hearts just engaged. It was powerful. Just rivers of God's glory. There was sounds of heaven, right? We heard waves of glory and sounds of heaven, and people just caught up, you know. I believe there's a catching up, but, we say Jesus is coming. It's like, oh, my gosh, we're getting caught up daily by him and in his love. So there's a lot of just really cool shots. We just want to celebrate and give an idea what happened that night. Can we keep a little bit of the keys going, please? Thank you. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's passion. Come on, that's passion. Passion. Love for Jesus. Don't you love the tribe that God's put us up? We get to journey together. This is life and a journey, community, people loving Jesus, going for it. Chuck Pierce, the guy who came and ministered, so we just want to celebrate. Look at the crowd. They're just so unified, and there were sounds of heaven. It sounded like angels came into the room, and it was just so unified, and Chuck released such a powerful word. We're going to have the DVDs and CDs available. It's so attentive to what God was saying on behalf of our state and city and our region. God, what are you saying? We want to be in agreement. Ears turned towards heaven. So you could just see the passion, and as people the word was released. And then he placed what's called a mantle in the spirit, and it was a really special moment of a mantle. And he brought something symbolic of a mantle with wings on it. It's time to soar in the wind. It's a year of the whirlwind. So he brought a mantle to declare heaven's stamp of approval, heaven saying, these are the ones. Now there's a weightiness. There's a weightiness to that, and also a place of soaring. A weightiness and a lightness all at the same time. That's the way the kingdom of heaven is. It's weighty and it's light because it's just beautiful. So we receive that from him, and now we walk in that together. This is a new identity that God's establishing in this new place. And he just wants us to believe it. Believe that we're called, we're chosen, we're the ones that he's saying, yes, we can do this because we have all that we need. We have him. We have his spirit. We have angels backing us up and moving with us. And it's not like we're the spearhead. There's many ministries, many believers, many people all over the state that are part of this great move of God. But he's asked us to spearhead this thing, especially in the way of prayer and worship. Especially in that, in many ways, but releasing the word of the Lord and continue to agree with heaven. And there's our sisters from around the state that just are declaring. And there, do you see the lion? That's really cool. There's a lion in that flag. It's really cool. So the cool thing about this is that we get to live for something greater than ourselves. Does that sound good to you? I don't know, I lived for myself for a long time, and I found myself pretty miserable. Now, God loves, he wants us to find deep value in who we are because he values us so much. But it's so awesome to live for something beyond yourself and give yourself to something that is worth eternal value. And that's what he's called us to.